Leo, if you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence. If you want to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes or symbols that speak to your senses. Leos, as always, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. We'll scry your ink, add on tarot and oracle, and the spirit box is already chatting away. It's adding a little audio offering. Leos, if you'd like to join me in closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Let's dig in like aura astronauts for the Leos. I'm seeing like a band. Like they're all like a marching band. I don't know if like there's some sort of celebration. You're like, is it too early to celebrate? I don't know. I do see it like kind of in gates, but it could even just be like if somebody's getting out of jail, like something like that. I'm seeing it right up here. You can see all those people coming in, but then there's like these eyes are like, maybe it's like an introvert who's having, or somebody's throwing them a party. I don't know. And they're like, I love you all, but this is horrible to happen all at once. I don't know, Leos, but I do feel like the Leo collective generally enjoys that. But of course, that's not for all. Do you know what I'm also seeing, Leos? It's a little creepy, but I'm going to go with it. That's what we do here. We wander creatively. Is seeing slats like in a wall and somebody like peering through those slats or like through a vent or something like that. Somebody's spying on you, or I will admit it feels as though you're spying. But I don't know that that's actually the intention. That's just how it, like if I was to catch somebody in that, I'd be like, what are you spying? What are you seeing? What are you doing? What's going on? You could just be very much so paying attention to something. And it could come off the wrong way as an observer, completely as a guest in your aura. Guilt. Yeah. And now I feel a little guilty, but you know what I'm saying. And maybe there's also a portion of the Leo collective that like there's a celebration and there could be a message for one or for a few that you feel a little guilty, like you feel that you didn't do enough or you could have done more, or, you know, just something along that lines. Like you feel you could have done more. I'm seeing is it like a skate? It's funny how things like jump in and out really, really quickly. I'm not that efficient. I'm more of a lollygager. Is it like a skateboarding or something like that? Or maybe it's snowboarding or something along that lines. And then it's weird. It's like on the outside, Leos, I'm seeing this celebration and the skateboarding, maybe raccoon, or I don't know what it is, but it's all very fun. But when I get closer in, oh, it's a little eepy cray. I just, at least that's where my mind goes. Like something's going on in here, and I'll share it with you to see maybe if it inspires. Like right in here. See that? I'm going to take a moment. Like, am I being pulled apart? Being like, it's very uncomfortable, Leo. It's very uncomfortable. And maybe I'll just leave it at that because there's no placement that's like stepping forward to say, this is it. I do see something like being like bound. I want to say like bound and gagged because that's not so much it, but like mummified. Like I just, maybe you just feel
danger.
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe danger's close by, or you just feel, what's that word? confined Leos. Excuse me. I feel like a sausage. I don't know. Something also could be up with somebody's finger or fingerprints. Maybe if this was that prison thing. Something about prison fingerprints coming in. We're here for Leos. Wandering down. I'm seeing a white feather, quite specifically, white and gray feather. I kind of feel like I saw this feather, or I'm going to see this feather when I'm having a dark moment or a dark thought. What is that as well? Okay, interesting. So I'm seeing it as a stove timer or like a baking cook timer, but it's in the shape or the top of, it's in the shape of a strawberry. Yes, it's in the shape of a strawberry, and it's like a timer.
Dog.
And somebody's taking a bite out of it. So if this was like the top of the strawberry here, and like this line right here, it's like where you would turn it to go like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the case may be, and like tick, 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 tick. But this is the bottom of it, and there is like a ghost line here. It's like somebody's taking a bite out of my time. Did somebody do time? Somebody around you do time? Maybe you feel there was a part in your life that you were bound, and I could say like prisonery. Okay, I'll just say that. And like felt like time was taken away from you, or do you know what I'm saying? Okay. And now I'm back to, it brings me into the skateboarding or snowboarding, something on wheels. That creature, it's like they're so grateful that they're out. They're free. I feel educated as well. In more ways than one, I just heard. In more ways than one. Not sure I'm going to be doing that again. Or I'm not quick to do that again.
Hag.
Cheeky. Okay, I'm going to flip it, Leos, and see what else comes through. And we'll start adding on Tarot and Oracle. Whew, what's going on over here? I was somewhere. Yeah, there's like some sort of structural building. And there's like gorillas around it. Like gorilla guards, like just big tough people everywhere. And I'm seeing them as puzzle pieces. Like they're massive. Like if I was out, if I was out in the jungle and I saw a palace, so I'm out in the jungle and I see a palace, and then there's these massive, like all the animals are really, really big, and I'm seeing them as there's the palace, whether it was a prison palace, I don't know, and these very large gorillas that were like guards, but I feel like everything's oversized. Like I don't know what these people are eating, or what these animals are eating, unless they represent. Maybe you just had to be bigger to survive. This is insane. Hopefully it's making sense to somebody, Leos, or you've probably well left. Thank you if you've decided to stick around. Okay, we have here ocean, distance, journey, luck, money. And then fish came through, and unseen behind it is rabbit. Pregnancy, fears. In a very odd way, in whatever context this is in for a portion of the Leo collectives or in the aura, I feel like other Leos are helping to heal it. you might have had to go away for a while. There was a distance. There was a journey. I don't know if you whatever context it's in, maybe it wasn't prison in and of itself, but you had to go away for a while, like witness protection or something like that. And I think you were kind of lucky that you survived, because you were foolish. Wherever you were. Yeah, you might have been foolish in some regards, or whatever, that's okay. Anyway, but wherever you were, there's luck again. You had to like go through an impregnating amount of fears, and there's all those white feathers. But every time you're met with fear after fear after fear after fear, you were closing the gap on this journey, the length of time, like how long you would be gone for. And both times you come out with luck and money, abundance and luck. Like I don't know if you know how lucky you are, how lucky you were in some regards that you survived. I feel like whatever this is that you're coming out of, whatever it is that you're healing, you learned a lot. And I feel very, very grateful. Like you could have almost swam with the fishes. Is that saying? Or am I saying it wrong? Well, okay, we're switching decks. All right. Leos. Okay. Oh, it's so dark in that castle palace thing. 3 of coins. Queen of coins. I don't know if something was about fraud. I'm seeing a robber. Yeah, I'm seeing a robber. Very clearly it's a robber. I don't know if somebody broke into your home, robbed you, but then somehow you ended up going to jail. Loss. Or something fraudulent happened, and I don't know if it was like a mother-in-law or some woman. Maybe you are the woman. Seven of Spears. You have to like fight for your life. Fight to prove your innocence or something along that lines. Yeah, there's like machine guns out there. Something about security. And now I'm seeing, this is an intense reading. I'm in the movie Cape Fear, and I can see like as they're on like, is it the houseboat? And I can see reflections of things happening in the actual water. Is it Cape Fear? I think it is. Is it Robert De Niro? But that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Okay. We had here 3 of coins and Queen of coins. This is when I was talking about that palace thing. There is something, and I know if any of these tarot cards mean anything to you from a definition standpoint, please follow that versus what my yammerings. If you're new to me, I tend to follow the artistry first and foremost. So whatever the structure was like, I don't know, something was robbed. There was some sort of gems or jewels in this structure that happened. And whether it was you or somebody along that lines, they had money. Just a heartbreaker. 3 of Swords. It's like whatever, there might have been up to 3 people in regards to this. And it's almost like, if I'm being honest, it's like they kind of all try to put it on one person, but it's somehow it came through. It's like, unfortunately, that whether it's you or this other person, like it just doesn't line up. Like they're not qualified to have done all that. So you didn't take I think that's why the distance of the journey closed, because something was proven along the lines that it's like that. I don't think it could have happened that way. I see a chicken with his head cut off. Somebody might have played chicken. Oh, there's another one over there too. Okay. Okay, it's coming back around. Lovers. Heartbreak to heartthrob kind of feel. You might be getting back together with somebody. Devil. This is that change feel. You're not chained to that story. You might even need to consider relocating so the story doesn't follow you from a local space. I have here 8 of coins and the Lovers. This is getting to work on, because of what you've been through. You know what matters now very, very clearly. And the company you keep will be held to a caliber. And I feel like at some point in time, you'll always have a little bit of a secret with you to some extent. Until you know if you can trust people. And even then, like what is it they say? There's like the public life, the private life, and then the secret life. And I don't think a whole lot of people moving forward will be getting into your secret life. But I do see that you've done your heating to heal, and it's coming in. There is a reuniting as well. So I'm just really, really glad that you're here and you can get to work on your dreams. Ruth. Maybe it's Ruth. Maybe the name Ruth has... So Knight of Spears and Page of Cups also came through. And then I have 2 cards here, unseen, that came in face down. Ace of Coins, Queen of Cups. Somebody's been waiting patiently for you to come out of this, whether it's a symbolic prison from this time away, maybe you're working away, but they were praying for you the whole time, praying for the opportunity to reunite with you. It's almost like I'm getting the sensation you come out as the Page, realizing this new opportunity that you've really cultivated for yourself. And yes, there may be some relocation or some changes, whatever that may be, symbolic or not. And you're going to go like from Page to Knight. And you're going to end up being like a fairy tale story. Like you're one of those inspirational stories to say, I went through depression, I went through these situations, or was this kind of person, and now I turned my life around type thing, and it's inspirational. Leos. Holy inspiration. I'm sure this message may not be for everybody, but maybe you can resonate on some level, applying the wisdoms so one doesn't have to go through it, or or it's simply around you. Could be somebody's husband, male, somebody in the Leo aura. So maybe it's not you directly, but you might be the person where this is happening in your field of dreams type thing. This is what a portion of the Leos are contending with. And then Bride here as well. The wheel, beginnings and endings. Time to move on. And maybe being invisible is a really good thing for a little while. Lay low, lay low. All right, Leos, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and travel this story. You are an inspiration. This is it's memorable, and it's, worth a memoir at some point in time, I look forward to seeing you later on in May. We will do your color ink blot, so we'll have contrast and color. So until then, I'll see you, and thanks for scrying with me. Bye.